Greetings once again, demons. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Dead Rock, where previously the entirety of Class 1F were punished for their actions in school, with Yakuto particularly being punished because of the damage he'd done to Dead Rock, as Dead Rock is apparently a part of the principal god himself. Whatever that means. Naturally, once everyone was freed from their punishment, they confronted Yakuto about why he seemingly wants to kill God so badly. And so Yakuto told the tale, a story about how Yakuto's father was in the employ of God as one of his protectors, and that the entirety of the Black Dragons truly believed in God. But strangely enough, one day after his father came home from work, God suddenly appeared in his village. As the people revered him, God made a simple request to have Yakuto's mother for the evening. The people were perplexed, and Yakuto's father grew incensed and denied this request naturally. And this angered God and caused him to wipe out Yakuto's entire village. Although strangely enough, in what seemed to be Yakuto's father's final moment, he questioned just who this God was. There seems to be something deeper going on here, and Yakuto, believing God, the leader of Dead Rock, is no god at all, but a cruel being that needs to be stopped. Now that they know the tale, will this cause Yakuto's classmates to ally with him or rile against him? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Dead Rock, Chapter 7, Curse Velocity. Curse Velocity. So, a speed curse or something else? And continuing on with the Dead Rock profiles, man, it still gets me because it's been so long since I've seen Mashima do something like this for a series. So despite we having had it for the past few chapters, it still really takes me off guard. But profile for Hani, who has the root of Thor, Class 1F, likes research, dislikes stupid people. What are you, stupid? No, his whole body is made of clay, so he's very fragile, but he's got vitality. His root is Thor, the thunder god, and he wields a lightning hammer. He hit it off with Yakuto for some reason, so they've been together a lot since the entrance exam. His catchphrase is, "Are you stupid?" He's easily moved to tears sometimes. I don't know why, but I keep wanting to call Hani a girl. Maybe it's the name and the kind of ambiguous look. Alright, but let's jump in. Speaking of easily moved to tears, having heard Yakuto's story, Hani cries a river, with the others, Frey, Ryzen, and Makoto, obviously a bit taken aback by what they've heard. Although Hien continues to look stone-faced, so maybe he doesn't really care about Yakuto's words of plight. Hani gets in close saying, "Yakuto, you have such a tragic past. I had no idea. Am I stupid?" Yakuto nervously says, "Hani, hold on." And Hani says, "No, I am stupid." Hani clenches their fist and says, "I'll help you out." Frey gives a confident smile saying, "I'm in too, of course." Yakuto beams, but Ryzen says, "Sorry, but I ain't interested. Do whatever you want." Yakuto then says, Makoto says, "My apologies, but I can't give my approval either." Frey questions, "Forget about Ryzen. Isn't that awfully cold, Makoto?" Ryzen says, "What do you mean forget about Ryzen?" Makoto smiles saying, "Well, there's no proof that what Yakuto told us is true." Exactly. Ryzen dismissive. Everybody kind of expects that from him. But Makoto and Hien, they're a little bit more shrewd. It's easy to think that maybe they don't quite buy what Yakuto is feeding them. Yakuto questions, saying, "You're saying I lied?" Hani, still in tears, says, "Hey, just look at his eyes." But Ryzen says, "Those black blobs?" Frey then turns, saying, "How about you, Hien?" Hien then takes a moment and then speaks up, saying, "If you're planning to kill God, then I'll stay right by God's side." Oh, interesting. Frey and Hani seem to be a bit taken off guard, while Yakuto stays stone-faced. But Hien goes on to say, "As I said before, I want to graduate from this school, and there's no way you can win against God." And we then see outside the classroom. Apparently, their new teacher Saru has been listening this entire time. Makes me wonder, is he spying? Or is he a potential ally? We then cut to Yakuto, Frey, and Hani outside of the doors of some place called Curse Velocity. Hani says, "This is the big library, Curse Velocity? Why would you name a library Curse Velocity? What a weird name." Frey continues to look at it, saying, "Makoto said it's a gigantic labyrinth." As Yakuto creaks open the doors, he says, "There should be a book here that will tell us God's weakness." Really? Just in the library? Oh no. Jeez. And we see the monolithic library. Dead Rock Library, Curse Velocity. Mashima going in with the design. Frey surveys the area, saying, "Whoa, it's huge." Yakuto mentions it's full of books. And Hani questions, "Yeah, it's a library. Are you stupid?" Oh, we then see the cat girl from before sitting on a shelf, saying, "Hey, been waiting for you." Yakuto begins to say, but Frey interrupts, questioning, "You friends with Yakuto?" The cat-eared girl hops down from the shelf, saying, "More like we're working together. I want to kill God too." Okay. Yakuto then says, "That reminds me, I still don't know your name." Yeah, seriously. 6 chapters in and we still don't know who she is. Though, were we introduced to her in the 2nd chapter or the 1st? Still, it's been a while. She says, "Zalicia, Black Wizard Root." Okay, finally, a name to the faith. Zalicia, like that name. But she's simply a black wizard? Once again, Mashima using the black wizard like Zareth. Frey questions, "Black wizard?" And Yakuto just says, "You're rather coarse." But Hani then questions, "Wait, are you all stupid?" He then points to Zalicia, who shirks away. Oh, Hani says, "That's the bird, right? Look, she's got the same scarf on." Wait, what? No way. So, Choco? Yeah. What? No way. Frey questions, "Huh?" And Yakuto questions, "Choco?" Zalicia shouts, "I'm not a bird, I'm a black wizard." Hani smiles, saying, "Then show us your 3rd foot." And then Zalicia then makes the 3rd foot pop out of her head, saying, "That's a piece of cake." And Hani says, "See? Are you stupid, huh?" And Zalicia then blushes. So is it Zalicia or Choco? Or Choco Zalicia? Frey questions, "You really are Choco." While Yakuto then asks, "Why did you take on a human form?" Zalicia tells them, "This is how I really look," in a huff. She then shirks away a bit, saying, "My magic's too strong. I usually turn into a bird to suppress it." Frey then asks, "Zalicia, Choco, which name do you want us to call you?" Zalicia tells them, "Either works." Frey then adds, "Then I'll keep calling you Bird then." Zalicia shouts, that ain't my name." Okay, weird. A figure then appears behind them, telling them, "Hey, keep it down. You're in the library." He then smiles, saying, no. Even in silence, my presence causes a stir." As the lion-like student strikes a pose, the students of Class 1F all turn their mouths agape. The other students around the lion-like one all say, "Wow, Cougar, great poem as always. You gave me chills." Cougar turns to one of them, questioning, "Poem?" The student shirks and eeps in terror. Cougar tells him, "They're lyrics." He then knocks the student's head into the ground, causing it to splatter, singing out, "Boy, if you're under the delusion that they're poems, say bon appetit to my fist, the knee plus ultra." Oh, plus ultra, we're doing My Hero Academia now. As we see the bloody remains of the student, Yakuto watches in silence. As Cougar adjusts his coiffed hair, we're introduced to the root of the Red Lion, 3rd year Cougar. Cougar smiles, saying, "I've been hearing about you new kids. Sounds like you got pep." Frey questions, "Did you need something?" The other students around Cougar say, "Hey, how dare you talk to Cougar like that? He's the boss here at school." Hani questions, "The boss?" While Zalicia questions, "The heck? What the heck?" One of the other students says, "He's the strongest at this school." Hani questions, "Isn't God the strongest one here? Are you stupid?" The student says, "The strongest student, duh." Cougar smiles, saying no. He then strikes a pose and sings out the lyrics. "Perhaps my power is a distant Xanadu, suppressing that of even God himself." Frey smiles, saying, "That's some confidence. So, wanna battle me?" Cougar eyes Frey and then blushes. With hearts in his eyes, he fawns over her, saying, "What a beautiful lady. Très belle." Oh boy. Is he a comic relief character, I wonder? Frey is taken aback, going, "Huh?" Oh, suddenly a pumpkin-headed student just fires out confetti and streamers, and they wrap around Frey in a very provocative manner. Leave it to Mashima to have a girl tied up at some point. Frey is taken off guard by being wrapped up suddenly. Oh, suddenly she's transformed as Yakuto calls out to her, and she turns into a cookie? The pumpkin-headed student says, "That good, Cougar-san?" As we're introduced to Root of the Jack-o'-lantern and Cougar's underling, Jack. Yeah, no, go figure. He says as he grabs the Frey cookie? Hani questions, Frey turned into candy, while Zalisha freaks out, questioning, what the heck? Jack says, Happy Halloween. Halloween's past time of recording, buddy. Cougar takes the Frey cookie, saying, aw, so adorable. Je t'aime. Although Yakuto is immediately incensed, shouting, please give her back. Whoa, suddenly a massive eye appears overhead, shouting, quiet in the library. Yakuto, Zalisha, and Hani are startled, as suddenly the entirety of the library begins to shake and the various bookshelves begin to shuffle around. Hani questions, what's going on? While Zalisha just simply says, the walls. Cougar's underlings all shout, crap, when you're loud in the library, you get in trouble with the library guardian. Jack calls out, Cougar, we have to get out of here before we get trapped inside. Although Cougar is too busy, still fawning over the Frey cookie, saying, Je t'aime. And the library reorganizes itself into a true labyrinth. Although, just before they're separated, Cougar gives Yakuto a mocking smile, while Yakuto shoots him a death glare. And after the library has been reorganized, the guardian says, quiet in the library, as Hani and Zalisha look on. We then cut to another part of the Dead Rock Academy, as we catch back up with Hien, Makoto, and Raizen. While Hien looks out of the nearby window, Makoto and Raizen talk, with Raizen saying, I never thought you'd choose not to help Yakuto. Makoto smiles, saying, oh, I think that's the logical decision. Meanwhile, Hien remains silent. Raizen questions, well, no interest in teaming up with that piece of trash, huh? Makoto says, I wouldn't say that, with a bit of a disapproving look. Raizen questions, anyway, did you know someone went missing during the entrance exam? Makoto smiles, saying, yes, everyone's talking about it. Sounds like they still haven't been found yet. Oh, right, wasn't there like a student in armor or something that we never caught back up with? Yeah. Makoto says, I wonder if Bebel, the Hecaton Kaire, and I only know that name because of Persona 5, is still underground. I don't remember what a Hecaton Kaire is, I just know it has forearm. And Hecaton Kaire was actually pretty powerful when I had them in my team. So they've just been chilling in the anthill this entire time? Weird. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Yeah, okay, I gotta say, bit of a strange place to end things off. Also, bit of a weird direction that we ended up in. I did not think we were gonna find out that cat girl was Chaco this entire time. Because the three-footed black crow is an actual thing in Japanese mythology. And I figured, oh, it's the happy character of this series, or the Plu, the mascot. Which, not saying that Zalisha or Chaco, whichever, isn't essentially that. I'm also kind of glad there's a little bit more to the character. Because, I really was dismissing Chaco entirely. I'm like, okay, they're just the fun character. It's hard to think otherwise when they were just flying over the proceedings, but, it makes some degree of sense to keep their cards close to the vest. Although it does make me wonder, what is Alicia's reasoning for wanting to kill God? Frey just seems to be in it for a good time, and we know that Hani is a bit of a pushover for a sad story. But Zalisha, that's a questionable one. And like Raizen does question as well, it is kind of odd that Makoto isn't going along with what Yakuto is up to. Not saying it's completely out of bounds for her to do so. She's kind of like Nico Robin in One Piece. Keeps her cards close to the vest just in case. And let's face it, if there's anyone who might have a bit of a sap story that's hiding their true intentions, it feels like it might be Yakuto. It is a bit sucky that Frey was immediately captured and is being kind of used to inside a situation just because Frey feels a little too strong for something like that. I mean, Ryzen is already a little bit of a punching bag, but I guess we'll see. Also, Hien seems to be deep in thought, so I do wonder, what's he up to now? It almost feels like maybe he's conflicted about his answer. Like maybe he's more doing this whole quest to, become a demon lord more out of desperation than anything else. There's something deeper going on there. And what if this Bebel? Are they gonna pop up or be in some kind of situation? Technically, they should be in Class 1F. Makes me think of, Hakuman from Blaze Blue. Just like this mysterious armored figure just lurking in the shadow. I don't know, I feel like I have to go back to kind of get reacquainted with their personality. Cause are they just bringing them up to keep us like in the know? Like, okay, just want you to remember this character is still out there. But is it something that's gonna pay off with the current story that's going on right now? Or is it, again, like I said, just to keep us aware? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.